And here we go. You should be able to see the bans on the screen, courtesy of Soto. So thank you for listing those. But we're into game number 1 between the Benis Breakers and Vipers. Spawning on the bottom side of the map, wearing the blue health bars this game, will be the Benis Breakers. In the top lane is Mystic Thunder playing Nautilus. In the jungle, Savage to the Beyond Kha'Zix. JV in mid will be playing the pay-to-win Twisted Fate skin. And in the bottom lane, it's Zildjian and Sam Jam 101 playing Leona and Zaya even. And for the Vipers, in the top lane is a sub. It's Shadizi playing Yorick. Another sub in the jungle is Faux Shot playing Udyr. In mid lane, I'm a Gay Robot will be on Zillion. And then the bottom lane is the Reverend Christ and Droopy the Clown on Varus and Thresh. So I'm interested, 2 new players for Vipers. We'll see if that gives them a little bit different look than they've had. The last time these 2 teams met was a 2-0 in favor of the Benis Breakers. We saw Senekin in that game, who is missing currently, make his top lane debut that game and show us a really good Camille play. I don't remember exactly what the other game was, but yeah, we'll see if Benis Breakers can build off of that win, or if we'll see Vipers start the turnaround right now. We finished 1 round robin so far. You can see the records on the stream chat. Just to recap, Benis Breakers' only win was against Vipers. They're 1-2, and Vipers are currently winless. So both of these teams looking to start off the second rotation with a good start and hopefully give the top 2 teams a little bit of a run for their money later on. I really hate that Twisted Fate skin. I don't know if I like it less than Underworld, which is my personal... being red-green colorblind, I just can't see the wild cards from Underworld TF. But Pulsefire's animations are almost as bad. We'll have to see if Gay Robot struggles with that the same way that I do later on. Shadizi getting a little bit aggressive here. You can always... The big difference between good Yorick players and bad Yorick players is the number of ghouls that they'll routinely get. If you see 4 ghouls coming out all the time, that person plays Yorick quite a bit. And if you see the 3 ghouls, it's not bad, but it's... It tends to not be as strong to only have the 3 ghouls, I guess. 25% more damage. Mystic Thunder taking a lot of damage. You can see that AoE doesn't clear them particularly well. You have to auto-attack them. They're super annoying, and already getting shoved in. Doesn't actually have a bad CS disadvantage. Now, Faux Shot looking to invade onto Savage to the B, and he can do that because right now he's got that stronger top lane. So, Udyr can look to really harass Savage to the B, and you can see the level difference, level 3 to level 2. Faux Shot getting aggressive, lands the bear stance, has the press the attack procced as well, and gonna flash forward and get the tiger stance for first blood. So that's just the awareness of knowing his champion and knowing that he had that shoving top lane to be able to give him the advantage. You can see JV's looking for him, isn't gonna find him before the recall happens. So Faux Shot gets away with the trade of flashes and first blood. And Savage to the B now really behind. The death plus already being a level behind means that it's going to be a little bit difficult. Top lane is Shadesay. Shadesay. Okay. Thank you for the correction, Soto. Just a quick thing. Oh. A little bit of gamesmanship in the top lane. The flash forward from Shadesay. Gonna go ahead and land the shovel onto him. And now Faux Shot's here, finding Savage to the B again in his jungle. Only had the 1 camp available to him and is gonna go down again. So second kill already for Faux Shot, and you can see the counter jungling Udyr going to pay off so far? I was going to point out that's all set up because Gay Robot came in and got this ward here. They could see that the Raptors weren't up. That meant that the only camp available to Kha'Zix was his Krugs. So Udyr able to invade and get a second kill relatively easily. And I'm seeing in chat Noctron pointing out Kha'Zix isn't a great pick right now. Yeah, he got hit pretty hard. That R Evolve change hit him pretty hard during the last patch, plus his early clear got weakened very slightly. So Mystic Thunder went back to buy, used his teleport to go top lane. That's going to open up a free Infernal Dragon for Vipers. So already looking really strong early on. Now Shadezay has caught Mystic Thunder inside the Yorick W. But is it too much? Mystic Thunder flashes forward, lands the auto attack. Does he go down to the Maiden of the Mist? Looks like going to drop aggro off into the bush. And Mystic Thunder will get away with the solo kill in top lane on the Nautilus. Been interesting. All of our action so far has been jungle to jungle and in top lane. Normally the places where we see the early ganks, the mid and the bottom lane, have been relatively quiet so far. Riven Christ has opened up a little bit of a CS lead on Zildjian, as well as I'm a Gay Robot with just a tiny one over JV as well. Savage to the B able to pick up his own red buff without any further interruption, starting to scale up toward that level 6. I'm curious if you still go for the R evolution first, or if it's going to be a little bit of a different path. So we'll have to see what they're going for. Bow shot now. Caught a little bit by himself. We'll see if Venus Breakers can turn it around. Mystic Thunder lands the anchor toss, but not able to follow up with enough damage there as JV was caught over the wall. So clean blue buff steal for Faux Shot, doesn't lose anything in the process. And again, all of this counter jungling just enabled because they took winning lane matchups, well, what should be winning lane matchups in top and mid. The Yorick should shove in Nautilus, as we're seeing right now, despite the solo kill. And then Zillion should have an early shove on Twisted Fate, I imagine. Ooh, the Varus ultimate just missing. They're still continuing the tower dive. Droopy gonna flash away, grabs the lantern, out does Revan Christ. They'll pick up the kill as Savage to the beat just a little bit late to respond to that dive. He was overdoing his Krugs, wasn't able to slide over and help out. Oh, I wanted to disable chat. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Not the cleanest looking tower dive we've ever seen, but it was able to secure the kill underneath tower. And it's a 3-1 lead so far for the Vipers. And already looking at about 2,000 gold as well at 8 minutes, plus the Infernal Dragon. It's definitely a good start. Mystic Thunder starting to really do some damage to Shadesy. There's the trade back. You can't ignore the Maiden. That percent health damage starts to wear on you as it goes on. But so far I'm impressed with how decent the Nautilus pick is into the Yorick. He's gonna go aggressive, lands the point and click ultimate, starting to auto attack him down, and Mystic Thunder will solo kill him out again. For the life of me, I can't remember the name. It's a depth charge. Of course it is. Okay. So now all of I don't want to say all of the hopes, but the the major lead right now for Venus Breakers is in the top lane on the Nautilus. We'll have to see if they can unlock him a little bit from top lane. Nice double stun from Gay Robot, but it's not going to result in anything in mid, just to chase off JV for the time being. We also haven't seen the Destiny from JV yet. So there's a lot of opportunities for Venus Breakers to start making plays. Maybe head bot lane, maybe even sync up the TF with the Nautilus top, and see if you can start to open up the map and snowball a little bit. That's at least what I'd want to see from Venus Breakers. Vipers right now just need to keep doing what they're doing. They've been tracking Savage to the B so well through his jungle, and that means that the Kha'Zix hasn't had an opportunity to really do anything so far this game other than try to snag a handful of camps. Faux shots in mid, gonna find JV with the bear stance. Stun going to land, Savage to the B is here. Not a huge amount of damage so far. The faux shot forced to flash away. The flash forward from Savage to the B will pick up the kill though. So a little bit of overextension from Udyr after his mid laner had backed. And we'll pay for it after Savage to the B rotating over off of the Scuttle Crab to help pick up the kill. Mystic Thunder's found Shadesy again. Has the depth charge available, but Savage to the beat just jumps directly into the Yorick pit. Forces the flash away. Nothing more will happen there. Zildjian is traditionally the bright spot for Venus Breakers, and I'm surprised to see him struggling so much early on here. Already the 35 CS disadvantage plus a kill over to Revan Christ means that he's probably not feeling super comfortable right now on that Xayah. And it's a different position than we've seen Venus Breakers in. When they've done well traditionally, it's been through mid and bottom, but right now Mystic Thunder and Savage to the B have all of the kills and all of the gold. Well, not all of the gold, I guess, but a decent portion of the gold. They have all the kills. That's another uncontested dragon. There's no wards to spot out Udyr, so he's been able to pick up, and they're very valuable dragons. He's got the Infernal and the Earth Dragon now, to his credit. And Savage to the B, that 30 CS lead is pretty enormous in jungle. That's pretty much an entire clear of the jungle ahead. Just in CS. I haven't seen if faux shot's been taxing a little bit, but it's definitely a rough one for the Kha'Zix early on. We still haven't seen the Destiny out of JV. I feel like that's because Gay Robot has just been able to shove him in. He hasn't felt comfortable really making a play with the Destiny, but it's getting to that point. He's hitting almost level 11 with Destiny up and hasn't been able to utilize the cross-map play on TF. But now faux shot getting spotted out, trying to kill the Rift Herald. Will get popped into the resurrection. Is Gay Robot able to save him with the chrono? I'm out of it today. Anyway, faux shot getting a crest on Mystic Thunder, trying to tag him up. Somebody got the Rift Herald. It looks like Venus Breakers actually secure the Rift Herald, but Mystic Thunder dies in the process. If they all wipe, it's probably not worth it. Second kill going over to faux shot as Savage to the be able to sneak out the side. Was able to secure the Rift Herald and then run away. Gonna lose some of his jungle for that. There's no call out for Rift Herald over here. That's fairly annoying. Chrono shift. Okay, I had the right phrase, just wasn't quite there. But the chrono shift able to save Udyr and help turn that fight around. So good collapse, really from both teams. Was good awareness, but the quicker collapse, the inside track to Vipers allows them to pick up the 2 kills, plus the inside track on the mid turret. So that'll be 2 turrets going down now, as they got the bot lane turret as well, and a big chunk of gold in their pockets. And now we'll have to see if they can use Rift Herald to help get, you know, anything back. I like this macro decision from Vipers. Well, it wasn't quite what I thought it was. That was the Zillion teleport. They're going to swap their bottom lane to top, which is absolutely the right call, with Dragon down, with the turret down in bot lane. So that's good awareness on the Viper's part to go ahead and make that swap now. We'll have to see if Benis Breakers match that or if they're going to try to trade turrets. Looks like they are going to match. Anyway, Stormrazor finished up on Xayah. I'll admit to not knowing quite enough about the AD carry item changes to make an opinion on that. Mystic Thunder finds Droopy. Savage to the B jumps over. They're trying to grab Revan Christ. Gets popped in the air by the depth charge. Savage to the B now trying to finish up. JV ports in, but he's out of mana now as he only gets off a handful of auto attacks. Droopy should be dead. So they'll at least pick up one, but not able to secure the second kill. Blue card from JV onto Shadesy. Isn't going to be able to find anything. Now 4 members of Benis Breakers, actually all 5 are here in top lane. That's an aggressive drop on the Rift Herald, but he's going to get away with the channel. They're trying to trade. Meanwhile, faux shots in mid lane just pushing down the inner tower. So regardless, this looks like it's just going to be a tower trade. Mystic Thunder goes in. Revan Christ gets the Chrono Shift on him. So while they get enough hit points to kill him, it's not going to result in the kill, and they'll trade it back onto Mystic Thunder. Now Revan Christ trying to chase down Samzam. 1 bomb, 2 bombs for the stun onto Samzam, and that'll be a kill for Revan Christ. Meanwhile, Udyr has already pushed down the inhibitor turret and has breached the gates. Now faux shot trying to run away as he secures his big prize. We haven't had any time to really talk about itemization this game. But yeah, faux shot still looking to get aggressive. Savage to the B has enough burst to be able to take him down though. But they lose the top lane tower in exchange for the kill and the reset. And it looks like Vipers are going to continue to push. They don't have Maiden of the Mist available, so just a handful of ghouls left to help push for Yorick. They'll at least get a chunk down. Stun onto Mystic Thunder. He's a pretty tanky boy, though. I don't know that they can dive him just yet. JV's along on the side, lands the red card for the slow into the anchor toss. Droopy getting relatively low, but the Aftershock proc should keep him topped, well, not topped off, but prevent him from being bursted out. And we'll reset and have a moment to breathe now. We'll see some of those big items start to come through for Vipers. Already Trinity Force plus Tiamat for the Udyr. I'm interested. I don't know much about Udyr, to be entirely honest, but sitting on just the Hunter's Machete, you would think would make his clear just a little bit weaker. I mean, he is Udyr. You'd still think you'd want the red smite at some point. Not really sure. The Chain of Corruption is going to land on Leona, and that's going to result in the death of the support. Revan Christ picks up his 3rd kill of the game. And now looks like the Air Dragon, the Vape Dragon, going to go over to Vipers. Actually, they were in the area to contest it, but no one wanted to go in and sacrifice their lives. Right now you can see just the experience advantage pretty much across the board. Pretty much a level advantage for everybody, plus the 6,000 gold lead for Vipers means that they're feeling pretty confident here. Baron about to spawn in a minute. We'll have to see if that's an objective or if that'll just be the bait. It is relatively easy to take on this patch after the completely unnecessary change. But we're going to have a team fight as Samzam able to grab Droopy to Clown. Jump forward from Savage to the B. Zilton tries to flash forward with the Feather Storm. Savage to the B does pick up 1. Faux shots on the other side of the map. Meanwhile, picking up more damage on towers. Samzam able to find Revan Christ. A 2nd kill going over to Mystic Thunder. And the Chrono Shift going to be popped on Yorick. Savage looking for the aggressive. Gets the smite down for the kill. So 3 kills for 1 so far, although Shadesy should be able to pick up 1 on the end. He'll gonna come around for Zildjian, but Mystic Thunder had to recall. Faux picks up 2 towers in top lane, really opening up the gates now. Trying to run through, Anchor Toss doesn't land now. Mystic Thunder doesn't really have damage. Has crowd control, now JV able to stun him up. Faux should fall, doesn't quite get the inhibitor though in the process. But the awareness on the objective control from Faux opens up more turrets and has now 2 inhibitors basically available for the taking. Maiden of the Mist and bot lane doing a decent chunk on that tower as well. So ultimately the macro play is what's getting ahead. It's 9-9 in kills, but 3 dragons and 6 tower lead for Vipers is it's looking a little insurmountable at this point. That being said, Zildjian on the Xayah does, I don't want to say outscales Revan Christ on the Varus, but hits some later spikes that are going to be stronger. So there's an opportunity for a comeback. I don't think that we're necessarily in a position to see it, but we're not completely dead yet. Although JV getting caught out isn't going to help anything. Revan Christ will flash forward and pick, well, he doesn't even have to flash forward. He gets a speed boost, picks up that auto for the kill. Double kill now for Revan Christ as Samzam just kind of wandered into the middle of the enemy team. And that opens up the Baron for Vipers. We'll see if Savage can even get in a position to steal. He's on pursuit. Cloaks over the wall. Smite goes in favor of Faux as the hook from Droopy able to make sure that the Kazakhs can't go anywhere. That was almost the right timing on the attempt, but Savage not able to get off the Smite. Plus, sitting at that level disadvantage anyway means that his Smite doesn't do as much damage. Almost a Flame Horizon in the jungle right now for Faux. So mid inhibitor going to be the first to fall. Top inhibitor looks like it's well on the way, although Faux over here by himself. Dodges the anchor toss, just the sidestep there. Now starting to get aggressive on Nautilus. We'll see if the rest of his team actually is all backing off. So this is Udyr by himself, and JV will pick up the kill. So a little bit of an overextension there by the Udyr. But Shadesy gonna go pick up the wave in top lane, has teleport available. The other 3 all bottom lane, but this is a small opportunity now for Venus Breakers maybe to find an odd man engage. Although they do have to pay attention to the base now with the super minions crashing in mid lane. Looks like Vipers now, well, a bit of a split communication it looks like. A couple members wanted to reset, a couple members headed toward bot lane. Looks like we are going to group up now toward bot as Faux heads top. So Udyr just not wanting to be with his team at all, but turret goes down, 8th turret of the game in favor of Vipers. Death Sentence just not able to connect on JV. Anchor Toss doesn't connect the other way. And Faux cutting the minion wave and is now going to be on that top inhibitor. And this is a good split push setup. Inhibitor goes down, all 5 members still staying here in bottom lane for Venus Breakers. Flash forward from Mystic Thunder. They're trying to find the engage. Droopy's taken relatively low, but has the Chrono Shift on him. They're trying not to kill him. They will finish him off, though, as Savage to the B falls at the front of the fight. Now the re-engage is Shadesy and Revan Christ are going to go down. Gay Robot, the only person left alive during this fight. He'll pick up a return kill on Samzam, but Faux has cleared out the Nexus turrets, and now we'll clear out the Nexus back behind everything. The backdooring Udyr for the victory. As Vipers pick up their... I don't want to say that's their first game win. I believe they won a game earlier on this season. I'm gonna just double check. Uh, but that'll be their. No, they actually won game one against Team Fusion. Never mind. Well, so it's a 1-0 lead for Vipers, and that'll be an unfamiliar position for them to try to defend that lead. And yeah, MVP of the game. I think you have to go with Faux Shot. His objective control and the split pushing was just too much for Benis Breakers to handle in game number one. Shout out to Revan Christ. The 7-2 performance on Varus was really good. I really like the chrono shifts from I'm a Gay Robot as well. Uh, Altogether, looked like a pretty solid game from Vipers. Venus Breakers definitely had some opportunities, um, but the whole package just wasn't there. I wanted to see JV and Mystic Thunder use their leads a little bit better. Or JV didn't necessarily have the lead, but he had the Destiny available, and they just weren't able to use their global advantage to any effect. So anyway, we'll reset. We'll be back for game number two. Vipers has a 1-0 lead over Venus Breakers. We'll take about a 5-minute break, probably a little bit shorter than that, and we'll be back with game number two. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for watching. Oh, I messed up. Messed up. There we go.